Hello everybody, man, this is Asar, and this video, I'm going to do a reaction video, man. Now, we are reacting to this guy right here, named IamLucid. He's one of my biggest role models, you know what I'm saying? This guy is fucking smart, dude. He's some of the next level shit. He's a fucking guy, you know what I'm saying? He's one of my favorite YouTubers, cop his little merch, you know what I'm saying? I think it says, I love God, some shit like that, so, yeah, man. I want to do a reaction on his videos, talking about my stance on God's existence. And he will give us some good points, you know what I'm saying? And sorry for I haven't made a lot of videos in months. I've just been very busy, especially the beginning of the month. I had a lot of finals and stuff for college and university, you know what I'm saying? A lot of tests, finals, essays, so I have no time to do videos. And then I've just been working a lot for the holidays, and now I got a new car and everything. So I've been very busy this month, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully this video will be better. I'm gonna do a reaction video to this motherfucker right here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So yeah, man. This dude is legend, you know what I'm saying? So just gotta give out his points, you know what I'm saying? See if I agree with it or not, you know? Let's figure out. So let's start this shit.
I believe in God. Now that statement itself is considered controversial in the year 2021. Yep. For some reason, me telling you that I believe that there's a higher power above all human beings that have created us and fashioned us so perfectly, and I genuinely believe that exists, is somehow going to get somebody on the other side of this screen, maybe even across the world, really triggered, upset, and so mad to the point where they might unsubscribe, and that's okay. The reason that I made this channel was so that I can keep it real with you.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like when you talk about God, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if people unsubscribe me because I bring up like some videos about God and stuff. I wonder, you know what I'm saying? You never know about it. People just don't subscribe for some reason, you know what I'm saying? They don't like people talking about religious stuff. Oh, I'm not religious. Yo, who just goes religious? Because they're going to subscribe, you know what I'm saying? But no, bro, this is more deep than that, you know. God is real, you know. He is.
I can tell you exactly what I feel, and so that you can watch it. If I was going to put on a show for everybody, I would not be doing YouTube right now. I'm going to tell you exactly what I believe about God. Now, I've been on a mental roller coaster for these last 3 or 4 years, trying to figure out why I was put here on earth, why all human beings even exist. I look at myself in my temporary body and I think, what's the point? Why am I here? What's the answer? And over years of thinking, I went through routes of atheism. I went through routes of believing that I'm stardust trying to explore itself, which still does kind of make sense in a sense, but then the Big Bang Theory, and then looking into different religions, and I never really understood what the point of it was. I never understood where we came from. What's the source? What's the absolute beginning? Because if I pull out a book and I show you, this book was written by author A, and then you can tell that this book was written by a human being, right? Mm-hmm. Because there was a form of intelligence that was written down on this piece of paper, and you can tell that another human being wrote this. And then if I give you a sample of DNA, and you see all of the amazing, wondrous things that happen inside of our own bodies that we can't even fully comprehend, that it takes years and years of schooling to kind of even get a grasp at. We look at all of the mechanisms in our body that help fight diseases, that help fight cancer, and we think that there was no intelligence that made us.
Exactly.
We can play a video game on our computer and say, yeah, you know, a team wrote the code for the game and I'm just playing the game. Yeah, like a human being wrote that. But we look at our body and we don't say who wrote the code for us. There's so much going on inside of our own body. Looking into a mirror, you can find the answer right there. You don't even have to go look anywhere else. Looking at yourself in the mirror, that's all the answer that you need. That's all the proof that you need.
Yes, bro. You ever thought about how you got created, you know what I'm saying? Do you just think you just magically got here because two parents had sex, you know what I'm saying? It's much more deeper than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, who created everything? Everything's so fucking perfect. The universe, all the stars and shit. How is the Earth the center of the habitable zone, you know what I'm saying? How is it so perfect, you know what I'm saying? How is Earth has to be the only habitable zone that we know yet so far, you know? We're not gonna be like Mars or Venus, you know what I'm saying? The sun's right here, the Earth is right here, perfect, right? Like, who created that shit? You know what I'm saying? Who created that shit? There has to be someone, right? There has to be someone that created all this universe, everything, or just magically appear, you know?
And I realized that I was looking for all of these answers, all these things external in this world, when I just had to look in the mirror and I found the exact masterpiece that God created. And we all could as well. And that's what made the most sense to me. When somebody says, can God create a rock so heavy that he himself cannot lift? I love the question because it really stumped me for a long time. Can God create a rock so heavy that he himself can't lift because it's so heavy? The question itself is flawed. because you're asking the question as if God's a human being,
Exactly,
as if God's
bro.
immortal,
Yeah.
as if God has a weight limit. The question itself isn't applied to a God. If God couldn't lift anything, then he wouldn't be God, right? But if God can't create anything, then he wouldn't be God. So the question itself does not make sense if we're speaking about the source, the creator. You're asking this question as if God is bound by sleep and time and is mortal and has to work out at the gym to lift a heavier rock. You're asking this question, you're asking an infinite being, if you will, a finite question, which makes zero sense. And then I asked the question to myself over and over again, yeah, but where is God? Like, what? I'm a human being. What is my relationship to the source, to the creator? How does that make any sense? And I thought, maybe God's here. Well, no, God can't just be only here, because if you can point at God, then he's probably not God, right? Like if God's this certain piece of mass, or God's like right here, then why isn't God over there? So then he's limited. So that's not true. But then if God is everything, which I thought for a long time,
I did too.
years,
I did too.
but that still means that I can point at God.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Which is already an understatement to what it is.
Before I thought God was everything. Like, this could be God right here. This could be God. I thought this God was everything. Everything. It can be true. You know what I'm saying? Because you can point at him. There's no way you can point at him, bro. You know what I'm saying?
If I can point at God and I'm this 3D temporary living object, then that can't be right, because that's an understatement to something that is totally infinite. So these questions that I was asking this entire time, they were all flawed questions. God isn't comprehensible by our temporary mind. He's not conceivable. You can't point at him. You can't look at him. He's not a certain piece of mass. That's not how it works. And after years and years of thinking about this question, of spinning around in my own mind, I eventually came to the conclusion that there is a God. There's no way that we're living in this temporary body this entire time for no reason. There's no way that the sun is the exact distance from the earth, and it hasn't burned up the earth yet, and it hasn't froze it off because it's too far away. Like, there's no way that all of these things, everywhere from the ant kingdom to the human kingdom, that everything is working in perfect balance and order. And then people ask the question, so if God's good, then why is there evil in this world? Why is there bad stuff like death and bad people?
That would be bad and
you have to
good too.
understand, God created evil, because if there was no evil, then there would be no
Exactly.
good. The law of polarity states that there has to be an opposite for everything, especially for us to understand and comprehend it. If there was no nighttime, there would be no daytime.
Exactly.
If there was no white, there would be no black. If there was
And exactly, most of the bad stuff that happens in the world is because of humans, us. You know what I'm saying? People say cancer stuff. What caused cancer? Humans, we did. You know what I'm saying? That whatever we put in the earth, in the air, that's what caused cancer. The food that we eat, everything that we eat and stuff, that causes cancer. The shampoos you use probably cause cancer. Something you put in your chemicals and shit. It was created by us. You know what I'm saying? Sure, they probably have the cure and everything. They don't want to give it to us. They probably have something, the water or something. They put fluoride in the water and shit that we drink. That could cause cancer too. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff that happens to kids and stuff, that is created by humans too. Like, it's just created by humans because God created bad and evil, and He gave us free will. And what we do with the free will, we did all this shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of humans just destroying the earth. That's what we did.
was no blue, there would be no red. There has to be an equal opposite to everything on this planet for us to comprehend one and the other. If there was no tall, there would be no short. So if everything was good, there would be no good.
Exactly.
It wouldn't exist, because what can you compare it to? That's how we experience. That's how we're tested as human beings, whether you believe that this life is a test or not.
If everything was so good, there would be no free will, because they're controlling us to everything to be good. You know what I'm saying? There would be no free will. But you want to live with no free will, and you have to control by whatever God wants you to do. Exactly, man. You know what I'm saying? God gave us free will. We can do whatever the fuck we want. So we choose to look up to Him or go in the bad direction. You know what I'm saying? We look up to Him, our life is gonna be. It will not be perfect. Will not be swords, rainbows, and sunshine. But it will help us a lot. You know what I'm saying? It will give us faith and everything.
It's because we have the option of the same spectrum to choose up, down, left, or right. And if we didn't have the choice, what's the point?
Yeah.
It makes no sense if it was any other way. That's the kind of thinking that I've came to over the last 4 years of definitely going back and forth with myself in my own head about God's existence. Me posting this video itself is going to rouse some people up, and this does not give anybody the okay to go fight about religious debates in the comments. That's not why we're here. I'm just explaining why I believe that there is a source to everything. There is a merch drop right now that you probably have about 24 hours
right now.
The copy says "Affaqat fi Allah" in Arabic, or
Yeah, that was
"Thinking
back
of
then,
God,"
so.
which is exactly what me and you are doing right now. The merch is going to end in
know.
24 hours, and it's never going to come back, fully embroidered, kind of like this hoodie right here. So check it out at lucidmerch.com. Thank you for watching. The video itself is going to rouse some people up, and this does not give anybody over the last 4 years of definitely going back and forth with myself in my own head about God's existence. Me posting the...
But yeah, man, it's true, bro. Like, it's a lot of experiences. Like I said earlier, all the best stuff that happens procured by humans. The merch and everything done by humans. You know what I'm saying? And God takes people when your time is up. You know what I'm saying? My time can be up tomorrow or something. Maybe it's just my time to go to see Him. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too hard and everything. Everyone has their time. You know what I'm saying? Everything that happens is by us. If we have like true faith, and you know something's really gonna happen, you have true faith on Him, then the thing is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I have faith that I was gonna get the car by the end of this year, and guess what? I did. You know what I'm saying? I have faith that I was gonna get out of my depression. I did, right? Because I have faith. I talked to God. That's how you know it's real. You know what I'm saying? I won't go to church. My cousin's church. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of crazy stories where someone had stage 4 cancer. There's no way you can survive that shit. But guess what? They have faith that God was gonna cure that shit, and He did. That person was perfectly fine now. You know what I'm saying? He beat stage 4 cancer. That's impossible. You know what I'm saying? By human standards, and God did that for everything. For God, nothing's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible with God. And yeah, man, you just gotta have a relationship with Him. You just talk the way I'm talking to you in the camera. Same way you can talk to God. You don't have to like really pray like this in your knees, which will help a lot. You know, you should be doing that because He's our Lord and Savior. He's our Creator. You know what I'm saying? But you could just talk to Him. You know, it's just like a friend. You know, you could be playing games, just talking to Him. Like, yeah, God, I love you so much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, can you please help me with this? It could be hard. You know what I'm saying? You could have like a little headache and stuff. I know how it feels. You know, it's like the enemy trying to like make you not pray. You know, it won't be easy. Like I make it sound, but it would definitely help a lot. You know what I'm saying? Coming from my experience and my related experience. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, everything bad will happen. You know, you might ask yourself, why my mom died? Why God? He does not. Just, you know, it was their time to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, and I'm not really like super into like, I don't know too much. Just like, I'm not like intelligent and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going by my beliefs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So may not be perfect. So, and what I believe, but it's just what stuff I believe. You know, especially just coming from experiences. You know. Cause I still have myself, you know, like why people die, you know, cause like I still have those thoughts too. But I already know this is time to go, you know. It's just their time to go. This is all I can say, you know. Life is always gonna be storms in life, and God will always test you. You know what I'm saying? He will always test you. It's one. I learned a lot this year, man. This year's not hasn't been pretty, you know what I'm saying? But I learned a lot of lessons, and I'm ready to fight next year, you know what I'm saying? I know you are too. You're ready for the next year. And Christmas will be tomorrow, Christmas Eve. So, Merry Christmas Eve. And I know a lot of people who have a great Christmas. I know a lot of people who have a bad Christmas, a bad family. So, they lost their parents or something. But God will help you God will help you through this tough time, you know what I'm saying? And remember, whoever you lost, they will not love you to see you sad, you know what I'm saying? They will be looking down to you. They'll be like, they want you to be happy, you know what I'm saying? If I ever die, I don't want my family to be fucking sad. I want it to be fucking partying and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in heaven right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm already out of this world, I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I want it to be all sad and shit, but they're gonna be celebrating, you know what I'm saying? That's all I want it to be, because death is also a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? It's also a beautiful thing. Death is also a beautiful thing. It should be... People have made you think that death is fucking the worst thing ever and shit. Like, you should be scared of that in the world. Death is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? You just don't do it to yourself. Whatever you're going through, you want to do it yourself. You just try to really talk to God, you know what I'm saying? It really helping a lot. Talk to someone, you know, call someone, or you can try. I wish I can help you, you know what I'm saying? You can try comments, maybe I can help you, but yeah, man, it's a lot, man. Anyways, this is all I gotta say. There's so much I gotta say, but like, Yeah, man, this is so much, you know. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe for more. And I'll see you on the next one, man. I love you, man.